Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a surprising development in the case against the man who opened fire inside of a Richland Fred Meyer in 2022. Find out why he won't even stand trial coming up. And we'll break down this year's ballot as today is the last day to turn it in for the special election. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Tuesday, February 13th. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, it's a little colder when I drove in this morning. What else are we seeing?
It definitely is, Jessica. Temperatures are a good 10 to almost 20 degrees colder than where we were at this time yesterday morning. So you will definitely feel it as you step out the door on this Tuesday. So be sure to bundle up. We're down in the upper 20s in the Tri-Cities. Look at that, 28 degrees. It's 33 in Walla Walla, 29 in Dayton, 30 degrees at Hanford, 31 Toppenish, and 34 degrees in Yakima. Now, we have seen visibility stay pretty high overnight, but there is some potential for some fog to develop over the next 2 to 3 hours. So we'll watch that very closely. But if you're about to head out the door right now, no problems out there as far as visibility goes. Here's the forecast for your Tuesday. Lots of sunshine today, but it will be a cooler day compared to yesterday. 48 degrees in Yakima, 48 for your high temperature in the Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla 46 degrees. Rain and snow will move in tomorrow. We'll time it out for you hour by hour and have your latest Valentine's Day forecast coming up. Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. In a follow-up now, the man who shot 2 people and killed one inside the Richland Fred Meyer more than 2 years ago will not be going to prison or even going to trial. Apple Valley News Now's Alyssa Warner was in the courtroom as a judge accepted the shooter's insanity plea.
Good morning. It was 2 years ago, almost to the day, that I stood in this very spot outside the Richland Fred Meyer and watched first responders inside looking for victims, looking for survivors, and looking for the shooter, who we later learned had killed one person, injured another, and then went on the run. It was nearly 12 hours later that law enforcement officers finally tracked him down near Spokane. That was 2 years ago. On Monday, Aaron Kelly appeared in court, which was the latest in a long line of hearings since February of 2022. The judge accepted his plea of not guilty due to insanity. Now, she made that decision after hearing more than an hour of emotional statements from victims, including Justin Crumbaugh's family members, explaining how the shooting impacted them and why they believed that the shooter should not be allowed to plead insanity and avoid a criminal trial.
If Kelly was insane and was unable to tell right from wrong on February 7th, 2022, when he walked into Fred Meyer, not only why did he get out of town so fast, why did he empty his bank account, why did he change his clothes, why did he remove his license plate, why did he smear mud on the back, why did he try to hide his gun under the seat, but why would he be worried about committing a crime in one state and being arrested in another?
We heard a lot of pain and a lot of sadness in the courtroom, mourning Crumbaugh, the man who was killed in the Fred Meyer, and mourning the feeling of security, which many said was shattered by that deadly shooting 2 years ago. In the end, though, the judge said that she had to follow the law, saying that multiple mental health experts had told the court the shooter was not sane at the time of the crime.
The court finds that, taken as a whole, the conclusions of the 3 experts, 2 of the state's experts, and 1 defense expert all reached the same conclusion, that at the time the defendant committed the charges, he was suffering from a mental disease or defect affecting his mind to the extent that he was unable to perceive the nature and quality of the act charged.
Now, this means no trial for the shooter, no jail time. The prosecution and the defense did agree, however, that he is too dangerous to be set free, so he will be kept in state custody at a mental hospital, potentially for the rest of his life. Now, Benton County Prosecutor Eric Eisinger did speak briefly after the hearing Monday afternoon, saying essentially that his office didn't want to concede the plea deal, but they had to because after years of work and hearings and reviews, as you heard from the judge, mental health experts had agreed that Kelly was not sane at the time of the shooting and could not be held responsible.
I want to reassure the community that every effort has been made to hold him accountable. We have exhaustively investigated every angle of this case, leaving no stone unturned.
Eisinger did not take questions after the hearing. We were told to reach out to his office later in the week. In Richland, Alyssa Warner, Apple Valley News Now.
And one of 7 men charged in connection with the conspiracy to cover up the murder of Rosenda Strong in 2018 has entered a plea. Andrew Norris Zach pleaded guilty Friday to accessory after the fact. As part of the plea agreement, Zach admitted that he was one of the people who helped put Strong's body into the freezer and move it to a remote location on the Yakima Reservation. Zach has been out on pre-trial release since July 20th of last year and is now on home detention after being sentenced to 3 years of supervised release. The trial for the remaining 6 defendants was set for March 11th, but has been delayed until August 26th. And the Benton County Sheriff's Office said the body of a missing man, Chauncey Townsend, was found in the Columbia River Saturday morning. BCSO deputies and Benton County Fire and 5 Rescue recovered the body from the river near Plymouth, Washington. Officials say Townsend was reported missing in December when his car was found empty on the Umatilla 395 bridge in the southbound lane. The Benton County coroner will perform an autopsy to determine the cause of Townsend's death. And it's the last day to turn in your ballot for the 2024 special February election. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio now. Good morning, Riley. What do people need to know about this month's special election?
Well, good morning, Jessica. On the ballots are a lot of EP&O levy replacements for local school districts. Those levies for educational programs and operations fund things not funded by state or other grants, like certain programs for students as well as some faculty and staff positions. So let's go through the counties and talk about what you'll see on that ballot. In Benton County, the Patterson and Prosser school districts each have a bond to share construction costs for the new Prosser High School. Proposition 1 for Prosser also includes an EP&O replacement. Prosser School District Proposition 2 is a capital levy for safety, security, and infrastructure improvements. Bonds need a 60% or more yes rate to pass, while levies just need a simple majority of 50% or more. In Franklin County, the Calotis and North Franklin school districts are both up for EP&O levy replacements. The Franklin County Fire Protection District Number 2, serving around the Calotis area, is looking to pass a bond to build a new fire station. In Walla Walla County, the Dixie, Waitsburg, and Walla Walla school districts are looking to pass an EP&O replacement levy. Walla Walla Public Schools also has the Capital Projects Levy on the ballot this month to update outdoor athletic and activity facilities. We have more stories about this levy on our website. In Kittitas County's Cle Elum Roslyn School District, there's a levy replacement for EP&O. In Yakima County, East Valley, Granger, and Mabton are looking to replace their EP&O levies, as well as Natchez Valley, who has that one up, as well as a capital levy for health, safety, and facility improvements. The Sunnyside School District is looking to replace its EP&O levy as well. The Wahluke School District has a capital levy on the ballot for health, safety, and facility improvements. The Wapato School District has a bond on the ballot to replace aging schools, and the Yakima School District is looking to replace its EP&O levy. Out of school bonds and levies, the Natchez Park and Recreation District is looking to pass a special levy to finance operating equipment expenses. Check out our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com, to find your local voting centers, how late you can register to vote and turn in your ballot, and more information on these particular measures. As for how much each individual bond or levy would cost, you can find that in your voter's guide or on your ballot. In studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And speaking of elections, Washington's presidential primary is now less than a month away. It's on March 12th, with the deadline for online voter registration and voter registration by mail being March 4th. Mail-in ballots will need to be postmarked by March 12th to count. Ballot boxes and voting centers will close at 8 p.m. that day. The deadline for Washington's Secretary of State to certify presidential primary results is March 29th. And there will be single-lane closures at the roundabout at Queensgate and Columbia Park Trail today and tomorrow. Work to remove the art display in the roundabout will run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. both of these days, and the removed art will be relocated, which will be decided by the Richland Arts Commission. And do you like to ski? If so, you'll want to enter to win this great prize package of 2 nights and 4 lift tickets to Schweitzer Mountain. Just visit applevalleyNewsNow.com and click on contests, and soon you could be on the slopes of one of the Pacific Northwest's greatest ski resorts. We'll choose a winner at random after February 15th, so get your entry in today. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, there are a lot of questions to ask when it comes to making sure you're getting the best sleep that you can. Luckily, we'll hear from a sleep expert to get some answers. And looking outside, colder than it was yesterday by far, 28 degrees, and we'll be back with more headlines after this.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
After a car accident, the road to recovery can get quite expensive. An ambulance ride to the hospital, helicopter evacuation, physical therapy, the list is endless. Will the insurance company pay for all of this? And what about your pain and suffering?
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Marcus is a connoisseur of anything that's free. So he was happy to read the disclaimer on TurboTax Free Edition.
Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at turbotax.com. That's me!
File your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your max refund guaranteed. Make your moves count. See if you qualify at turbotax.com.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
Put this away while you're driving and avoid all distractions. Remember, driving is a privilege to be taken seriously, and we all have the obligation to protect public safety. For over 30 years, the team at Allen Brecky Law Offices has helped people injured in accidents.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
I-82's Fred G. Rittman Bridge on Fly the Northwest tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest and your health news. Here's a question for you. Are you getting enough sleep every night? I know I'm not, and many of us morning people are not either. And since many of us don't, that can contribute to health problems. ABC's Rena Roy gives us a few ways to get healthier sleep.
It's a problem for millions of Americans getting enough sleep. The Centers for Disease Control says that 1/3 of Americans don't get the recommended amount of sleep each night.
For the vast majority, we need between 7 and 9 hours, and each of us are at a different position in that range.
The CDC says that not getting enough sleep is linked with many chronic diseases and conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, obesity, and depression. Dr. Rebecca Robbins, a sleep scientist at Brigham and Women's Hospital, says that in addition to getting enough sleep, sleeping on a consistent schedule is also important for your health.
Sleep consistency is really important and a significant predictor of a number of health outcomes. So when we're keeping consistent schedules, we're able to fall asleep faster into deeper, more restorative sleep than if we're keeping what we call yo-yo schedules.
Dr. Robbins recommends not changing your sleep timing by more than 1 hour. If you don't get enough sleep at night, there's an old-fashioned method that can help you get back on track.
The best way to do that is with naps that will allow you to repair and restore, kind of get back to neutral without the adverse implications of extending our wake times or sleep times dramatically.
Other ways to help you get healthier sleep are choosing a good mattress, making sure the noise level in your sleep area is quiet, and keeping the room temperature in the mid to upper 60s. Dr. Robbins also recommends developing a calming routine each night before you sleep, such as reading or meditating.
A bedtime routine is critical. And we really start to, in doing so, practicing a relaxing bedtime routine, classically condition ourselves to know that after that routine, what comes is sleep.
Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Employees and their union reps took to the latest public council meeting to share their concerns about staffing shortages. And taking a look outside, temperature is 28 degrees. Definitely a day to use your seat heaters in your car, but I use those every day. Well, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Are you an experienced machinist? We have a job for you. Pasco Machine is hiring now. We offer generous wages, overtime, double time, full medical, paid holidays, and 4-day work schedule. Apply online today at pascomachine.com.
Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be here to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey, because it's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new Forester for only $349 a month from McCurley Subaru.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
This Valentine's Day, discover the perfect treat for your loved one at Country Mercantile. From gourmet selections to sweet indulgences, we have something for everyone. Whether it's a box of chocolates, a bottle of cider, or a jar of homemade jam, we have the perfect gift to show your love. Shop online today or visit our store to explore our Valentine's collection. Make this Valentine's Day memorable with Country Mercantile. Visit countrymercantile.com now.
It's implausible.
Incredible.
Unbelievable.
It's the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. 4 days to check out the fantastic Summit Queen for only $299.99. Or score fantastic deals on Tempur-Pedic with up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 gift, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. As improbable as it seems, the Fantastic 4-Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. If you need to step out the door shortly, Thing you need to know is that it is much colder this morning compared to what it felt like outside yesterday morning. Temperatures are anywhere from about 5 to almost 20 degrees colder than we were just 24 hours ago. And many of us are below freezing at this time. We're at 28 now in the Tri-Cities. We're at 33 in Walla Walla, 29 in Dayton, 35 in Pendleton, 34 in Yakima, and 31 degrees in Toppenish. Winds are light, and there is potential for some patchy fog to develop over the next few hours. We'll be watching that very closely because obviously that can slow you down in the morning. But if you're headed out now, no problems out there. Visibility looking pretty good all across the region. Here's the current setup. We are dry all across the state of Washington. The disturbance that moved through yesterday, that has now pushed off to the east, and we're waiting on another storm system to move in as we take you into tomorrow. So let's show you what to expect as we head into the day today. Lots of sunshine. It'll be a very nice Tuesday, but cooler compared to what we saw yesterday. Yesterday we topped out in the low and middle 50s. Today, only upper 40s. But this is actually where we should be for this time of year. 48 in the Tri-Cities, 46 in Connell, 46 Walla Walla, and 49 degrees in Hermiston. Tonight, clouds will be increasing out ahead of that system. Temperatures drop back down below freezing. We'll put it in the upper 20s, lower 30s. Here's that next system. Tomorrow morning, it will be moving onto the west coast, but we're dry in the morning. We're dry during the afternoon. Notice how the rain and snow still to the south and west of the Tri-Cities, but then this starts to overspread the Columbia Basin as we head into tomorrow evening. Here's a closer look at your Valentine's Day forecast. We're dry in the morning, dry around lunchtime. Here we are at 12 o'clock with all that rain and snow to our south and west. And then this starts to move in as we get into the late afternoon, early evening hours. Notice that most of us just seeing rain at the onset, and then some of that wet snow could mix in as we head into tomorrow night. So here's your Valentine's Day forecast. No weather problems expected. If you're taking someone out to breakfast in the morning, it will be a cold start. Temperatures in the middle 30s. Lunchtime, we're still mostly cloudy, 40 degrees. Dinner time, that's when some light rain could be moving in, so impacts will be very low. And as you're heading home from dinner, that's when we could see some wet snowflakes mixing in, but nothing more than that. Now, once we get into the overnight period and into Thursday, that's when some of that snow could accumulate. And we're talking about some minor accumulations, maybe up to an inch in the Tri-Cities, maybe an inch or two along the foothills of the Blues and the east slopes of the Cascades. So very minor as we head into the next couple of days, but nonetheless could slow you down. As we take it to Thursday, we still have rain and snow in the forecast, and then it turns colder. Look at those highs, lower 40s. Throughout the rest of the week and into the upcoming weekend. Same story for Walla Walla, 46 today, lots of sun, enjoy it, because we're looking at highs in the upper 30s on Thursday. Hermiston, lower 40s once we start tomorrow. We'll keep those lower 40s around as we head into the weekend. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And some City of Yakima employees spoke up at the latest public council meeting, saying the staffing shortages that they've been dealing with for years are not getting any better. Reps with AFS-CME, the union that represents many city employees, were in attendance to show support as members spoke, sharing the struggles they're facing. Employees say they're losing people to other cities that pay more for the same job. That comes as 3 people in the streets department have left, along with a wastewater treatment worker whose new job with the city of Selah reportedly makes $3.29 more per hour with better benefits.
As if that wasn't bad enough, the City of Selah offers medical, dental, vision premiums paid by the City of Selah. To insure yourself, your spouse, one dependent, it costs our employees $616.41 a paycheck.
But employees say their concerns are not just about people leaving for better pay. We'll have more on their worries coming up later on Good Morning Northwest. And first opened in historic downtown Kennewick, the restaurant Foodies reopened at Columbia Park. It expanded to Richland and even operated a food truck and catering division. But the popular restaurant group is closing it all down. Over the weekend, Foodies announced that due to unforeseen circumstances, Sunday would be their last day in business. This comes as another local restaurant, Bougie Brunch, ceased operations last week due to the high cost of food prices. Apple Valley News Now had a chance to speak with the Tri-Cities Economic Development Council manager, who assures that the local economy is still strong.
We don't track kind of the secondary market that we call it, like restaurants or retail, things like that. But we know that if the base is strong, there's always a lot of pent-up demand for services, which is restaurants and retail, things like that.
One of the owners of Foodies posted on social media Sunday that they cannot express the tremendous support the Tri-Cities has shown Foodies staff and family over the last few years, and they say they're truly humbled. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, with February being Career and Technical Education Month, we here at Apple Valley News Now got the pleasure of being a part of Chiawana High School's Career Day. We'll hear about why things like Career Day is so important for students. That's next.
We're celebrating President's Day all month long with Star Spangled Savings.
But hurry, these presidential prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
How does free college or career training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant is one of the most generous financial aid programs in the country. Eligible Washington residents can get free money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. You can go full-time or part-time, so you can work and continue your education at the same time. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Come aboard Water to Wine Cruises. Our unique weekend brunch cruise offers delicious dishes by our chefs as you take in beautiful views of the river. Start the morning off right and visit watertowinecruises.com to book your brunch today.
Car wreck, I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection. Ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was gonna get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Want to test drive US Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh wow, US Cellular works great out here. Wow, still have 5G here too. Hey, I wonder if US Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive US Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all.
Again.
There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan.
Let's roll.
Now get 1.9% APR financing for 60 months or get $2,000 in MAC cash on the 2023 Nissan Rogue.
Act fast. Offers this good won't stick around.
At Mattress Depot USA, we're sort of like matchmakers.
We match your body needs and sleeping habits with the perfect mattress for you.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
I-82's Fred G. Redmond Bridge on Fly the Northwest tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. February is National Career and Technical Education Month. So Chiawana High School celebrated by having over 100 different people with various types of jobs come speak to their students for Career Day. Sports psychologist Ann Beery spoke with Apple Valley News Now about why it's so important for students to have Career Day.
Your team, who's helping you get where you want to go? And sometimes it's not family members because they don't know. Right? My mom went to nursing school. My dad came from the hills of Missouri and managed to get a master's in EE. And so I said, you don't know. They didn't know how to help us. So we had a coach, we had a neighbor, we had a career counselor. I said, so you have to reach out to those people. And people that come here, I said, you guys can call me, just text me, make sure your parents know, and then we can help you do things.
Students got the chance to choose what speakers they wanted to hear from and careers they wanted to learn more about. This event is meant to give students a clear understanding of what skills in education are necessary to land their dream job. And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden is taking aim at former President Donald Trump for saying he would encourage Russia to attack NATO allies if they don't pay enough for defense of NATO. And the Georgia DA in the Trump election subversion case could face dismissal, according to a judge.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is testing out a virtual card number for Apple Cash users. The number can be used for online shopping even when Apple Pay is not available. That means the prepaid debit card would essentially offer the same functionality as the Apple credit card. Meta is testing a list of popular topics on its Threads app. The feature, called Today's Top Topic, shows what conversations are trending. It is being generated by artificial intelligence, and a team of specialists will make sure topics don't violate Threads guidelines. And finally, a new dating app where you get credit for good credit. Neon Money Club has launched Score. To use the dating app, your credit score has to be at least 675. The goal is to raise awareness about finances and relationships. The app will only be available for about 90 days. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on Paul. You don't want to ride with Paul. Or Sarah. Not today, anyway. And you don't want a rate based on Ben. He's got some important business to take care of. Why would you pay a rate based on anyone else? With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you.
Mornings. Cough? Congestion?
I'm feeling better. All in one and done with new Mucinex Kickstart.
Headache?
Better now.
New Mucinex Kickstart gives all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of instant cooling sensation. It's comeback season.
At Marshall's, our buyers go to great lengths to find you great deals on great quality products. It's great. Everything here is great. We get the deals, you get the good stuff. Marshall's.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, former President Trump is doubling down on controversial comments that seem to invite Russian aggression against NATO allies if they don't pay enough for defense of NATO. And a Georgia judge says DA Fani Willis could be disqualified from the Trump case if she financially benefited from a relationship with the lead prosecutor. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:32 on Tuesday, February 13th. Let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, I hear it's a lot colder, and it felt a lot colder when I drove into the studio. What are we seeing?
It definitely is. Remember yesterday when we were talking about temperatures in the mid and upper 40s? That is clearly not the case out there this morning. We have widespread 20s and 30s all across the board. We're at 28 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 34 in Hermiston, 33 Walla Walla, 34 in Yakima, and 25 in Ellensburg. So there's probably some frost on your cars this morning if you park outside. So allow for some extra time for your car to defrost, or if you need to use the ice scraper. We're watching for the potential for some patchy fog to develop. Right now, all is clear, no visibility issues, but we're going to continue to monitor that over the next 2 to 3 hours. Here's a forecast for today in the Tri-Cities. Temperatures in the upper 20s this morning, so be sure to bundle up. 43 by noon. Now, we will see the sunshine, but it will be cooler than yesterday. Remember, yesterday we topped out in the 50s, 48 degrees by 4 o'clock. In Yakima, we're talking about temperatures around freezing this morning, middle 40s by lunchtime, upper 40s as we get into the afternoon, and then Walla Walla 31 this morning by 8 o'clock, and then temperatures only rising into the middle 40s. So seasonable area-wide for this time of year. We're tracking rain and snow, which will move in tomorrow, and we could see some minor accumulations in the lower elevations. We'll talk about that, how much to expect coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And after bombshell remarks this weekend, former President Trump is doubling down on saying he would not protect NATO members from future attacks if those countries fail to invest enough on their own national defense. Many from both sides of the aisle denouncing how Trump also encouraged Russia to attack those U.S. allies. President Biden calling those comments appalling and dangerous. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest.
This morning, growing fallout after former President Trump said he would encourage Russia to attack NATO allies who failed to meet agreed-upon defense spending goals.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want. You got to pay. You got to pay your bills.
Trump doubling down on social media, NATO has to equalize, and now. NATO countries do not pay set dues to the alliance and do not owe the U.S. money, but they do commit to spending a certain amount on national defense, and most of them have not reached that goal. The White House underscoring NATO's importance to national and European security. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff telling NBC Trump's threat also puts U.S. credibility at stake.
We have an alliance, and we have a strong alliance. I think we have a responsibility to uphold those alliances.
Overseas, the reaction was swift. Poland's foreign minister responded by noting that Poland supported the U.S. in Afghanistan after 9/11, saying we didn't send the bills for that to Washington. Alliances also strengthen the United States.
I think this is exactly what Putin loves to hear. Our strength is our unity. And if we're not united, that makes us weaker.
Some Republicans are pushing back on Trump's comments, but his supporters are standing firmly behind him.
But if you're not going to defend your own country, why should our taxpayers defend it for them?
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham going one step further, now suggesting U.S. funding for Ukraine and Israel should be considered alone. Senators could greenlight more aid for those countries as soon as today.
Trump's Republican rival Nikki Haley also blasted his comments, warning the last thing they should do is side with Putin. But as Trump gets closer to becoming the GOP presidential nominee, his influence on the party grows stronger. And the district attorney who brought the Georgia election subversion case against former President Donald Trump could face disqualification. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee says District Attorney Fani Willis may be considered ineligible to continue with the case she brought due to an apparent relationship with her lead prosecutor. Trump and his co-defendants are hoping this will give them leverage to get the entire case dismissed.
I think it's clear that disqualification can occur if evidence is produced demonstrating an actual conflict or the appearance of one. And the filings submitted on this issue so far have presented a conflict in the evidence that can't be resolved as a matter of law. Specifically looking at Defendant Roman's motion, it alleges a personal relationship that resulted in a financial benefit to the district attorney, and that is no longer a matter of complete speculation. The state has admitted a relationship existed, and so what remains to be proven is the existence and extent of any financial benefit, again, if there even was one.
The judge adds that Willis might have to testify in this matter, saying the defense attorneys have, quote, established a good faith basis for relevance. A lawyer representing Willis blasts the defense attorneys for getting involved in, quote, gossip. Judge Scott McAfee has scheduled a hearing on the matter for Thursday. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, if you ask somebody how's the economy, the answer depends on who you ask, but some metrics like a key inflation gauge show it's improving. And looking outside, still a little chilly, 28 degrees when you walk outside, or if you're just waking up. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
KFC's fan favorite country fried steak is just $5.99 every Wednesday. It's a complete meal with your favorite sides. Best of all, it's just $5.99. Yay! Country fried steak, $5.99 Wednesdays only at KFC.
Tonight, the Bachelor event continues.
Connections are getting deeper. It's hard to watch.
The drama is exhausting.
Honestly, I hope she leaves.
She's literally awful.
This Valentine's Day, discover the perfect treat for your loved one at Country Mercantile. From gourmet selections to sweet indulgences, we have something for everyone. Whether it's a box of chocolates, a bottle of cider, or a jar of homemade jam, we have the perfect gift to show your love. Shop online today or visit our store to explore our Valentine's collection. Make this Valentine's Day memorable with Country Mercantile. Visit countrymercantile.com now.
You wouldn't buy a car without a test drive.
So why buy a mattress in a box from an online marketing company without ever knowing if it's right for you?
Don't go through the hassle of returning a mattress when you can get it right the first time.
Mattress Depot USA has top quality mattresses that you can actually touch and feel.
Made by local manufacturers.
You're gonna love our prices.
And same-day delivery. Try getting that online.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Spec Buick GMC, Eastern Washington's truck headquarters, get up to 10% off MSRP on a new GMC Sierra or gets rates as low as 3.9% for 60 months. Whether you're looking for a half-ton, three-quarter-ton, or one-ton truck with almost 200 new and pre-owned trucks in inventory, we've got you covered. As a dealer that only stocks its lot with locally owned vehicles, nobody pays more for your trade. Get incredible deals, low rates, and 90 days till first payment on your next truck at Spec. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
Dear Nowhere, it was quite a journey to get to you. Jostling through ruts, winding through pines, and crawling up a mountain. But guess what? I'd do it all over again. Keep it wild. 4Runner.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
There was a time when you could get a complete meal for just $5, but you gotta go way back. Well, just a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesdays at A&W, single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. This all-time great deal is available Tuesdays only at A&W.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back. In consumer news, the latest consumer price index is out today. The CPI looks at a group of common expenses like food and rent and how their prices have changed. It's a key data point showing how the economy is doing. Amy Kiley has the story.
Our economy is our business.
So, how is that business doing? A key inflation gauge out today helps answer that question. The Consumer Price Index looks at a collection of typical household goods and services and how their prices change over time. It's facing upward pressures like recent gas prices inching higher and Mideast unrest endangering the global supply chain. But the CPI's overall trend for the past year or so is largely down. On the business side, that's also true for the Producer Price Index. Data like that has some economists feeling pretty optimistic.
The world economy is now poised for this soft landing we have been dreaming for.
The Consumer Confidence Survey shows Americans are starting to believe in that soft landing. Another sign of optimism is the Dow Jones setting a new record high yesterday. President Joe Biden is trumpeting the positive trends, proclaiming that the economy is doing well.
I've kept my commitment to leave no one behind, to rebuild an economy from the middle out and the bottom up.
But life isn't the same as before the pandemic. Prices are still historically high, and consumer confidence has yet to rebound completely. Many political challengers are emphasizing that.
This is the time that we need to be sober and start realizing what we need to do to fix things.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And the latest CPI numbers have been released. Consumer prices have risen about 0.3%, higher than the expected 0.2%. And up next on Good Morning Northwest, a major structural problem on Interstate 82 has closed the eastbound lanes since yesterday. We'll tell you what happened coming up. And looking outside, still dark. Sunrise is at 7:03 a.m. 28 degrees if you're just walking out the door. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have your first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I-82's Fred G. Redmond Bridge on Fly the Northwest tonight.
Say less, get more. Buy one, get one for $1. Choose from Bacon McDouble, McChicken, McDouble, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side. of the house. Because the Tempur-Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Think warm thoughts. Just think warm thoughts. Driving with the windows down. Yeah. Tubing in the river. Ice cream you have to race to eat before it melts. Backyard bonfires and summer cookouts. Road trips for sun-soaked vacations. Hang in there. Warmer weather is coming. And in the meantime, our entire team at McCurley will be there to make sure you find the right vehicle for your journey and keep it running at its best no matter the temperature, because it's more than a vehicle. It's your way home and out of the cold.
Find your way home in a new Forester for only $349 a month from McCurley Subaru.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax,
I broke 4 generations of family tradition with 5 little words. Ma, I want to make perfume. Getting my business off the ground was a full-time job.
so I made Barbara's new Sidekick count by guaranteeing 100% accurate filing and a maximum refund. Make your moves. We'll make them count. Intuit TurboTax. 100% accuracy guaranteed.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Good Morning America this week. Get ready to laugh, because when JB Smoove and Amy Schumer are in the GMA house live,
man, what?
Anything can happen.
We're troublemakers.
This week on America's favorite morning show, Good Morning America.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Your breakfast favorites are even better with a rich, medium iced coffee for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Taking a live look out of our Legends Casino Skycam at Columbia Point, and all is clear right now. Sunrise at 7:03, so just a couple more days and the sun will rise before 7 o'clock in the morning, and sunset at 5:19. Visibility is looking a-okay this morning, but we're watching to see if any patchy fog will develop. There's a possibility it could. However, we're not seeing any right now. The only fog is really along the blues, east of Walla Walla and east of Pendleton. So things are looking good if you're getting ready to head out on your Tuesday morning commute. Temperatures are significantly cooler this morning than they were at this time yesterday morning, so be aware of that. You'll need that heavy coat. Temperatures running anywhere from 4 to about 19 degrees colder than just 24 hours ago, and that puts us below freezing in many spots. It's 28 in the Tri-Cities, 33 in Walla Walla, 29 in Dayton, 38 in Prosser, 30 degrees at Hanford, and 34 in Yakima. Winds are light this morning. They'll stay pretty light as we go throughout the day today, and that system that brought us a little bit of that light rain yesterday has pushed off to the east. We will see high pressure build in briefly, giving us plenty of sunshine today. So it'll be nice. So grab the shades before you head out, because you'll definitely need them if you're going out for lunch or if you're headed home this evening. We will see maybe a few clouds this morning, some patchy fog, and then plenty of sunshine with highs in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. So today will be a little bit cooler than yesterday, but hey, that's still seasonable for this time of year. Overnight, clouds increase. It's going to be another cold one. Waking up tomorrow morning, temperatures down into the upper 20s and lower 30s. Tomorrow, we will see the clouds increasing throughout the day. We are rain-free, at least through your lunch hour. Later in the afternoon, that's when the rain will start to push in. It may take a little while to reach the ground. We need to moisten up that atmosphere. But for your evening drive, there could be some light rain around, snow likely for the Cascades and across the Blues, and we will see these rain showers continue overnight. And then as we get colder, Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, that's when that snow could mix in at times, and we could see some minor accumulations, especially in the lower elevations. Thursday morning, we have some light snow ongoing across the lower elevations, and then that snow starts to taper off as we take you into Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. So how much snow are we talking? Well, the Cascades and the Blues will see the most. In fact, the Oregon Cascades, they could see 1 to 2 feet of snow. So keep in mind, if you're going to be traveling tomorrow, or especially Thursday, you're going to need to check those past reports. As far as the lower elevation goes, Tri-Cities maybe up to an inch. Out toward the Blues, 1 to 2 inches. Same for the east slopes of the Cascades, and this goes through Thursday. It's primarily Wednesday night into Thursday. Here's your 7-day forecast. Today we're dry, 48. That rain pushes in tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, changing over to a rain-snow mix into Thursday. It turns colder for everyone by the middle to end of the week. Yakima 48 with a chance for rain moving in late in the day tomorrow, changing to that mix Wednesday night into Thursday. Walla Walla 46, 43 on Wednesday. Look how much colder Thursday. Highs only in the upper 30s. And the pattern stays pretty unsettled Wednesday, Thursday, and we could be looking at another system as we head into the weekend. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And in traffic news, eastbound I-82 is closed due to a major road failure causing dangerous driving conditions. It was first discovered when Wapato's Seth Kruger noticed a bump in the road near Zilla and got out to investigate. Kruger immediately started waving other drivers away from the area. WSDOT crews confirmed his concerns when they arrived and said they found erosion caused by embankment failure. Several people say Kruger's actions may have stopped a bigger disaster from happening.
I couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like that in my life. As soon as I stepped off the asphalt and it crumbled beneath me and I fell on my knees, I was like, boy, this is terrible. This is dangerous.
Coming up later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear from WSDOT officials on what it will take to fix this problem. And when we return, it's Fat Tuesday, which means we've entered Mardi Gras season. And one Louisiana woman is ringing in the New Orleans tradition at age 104. That's coming up.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Toyota has 22 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Today, we seize the day, because at US Cellular, you can get an epic Samsung Galaxy S24 with Galaxy AI. Now, you might be wondering, do I deserve a free Samsung Galaxy S24? You do. You deserve it. Each and every one of you deserves one.
Even me?
Look under your chair. That's right.
Incredible. It's incredible.
New and current customers can get the Samsung Galaxy S24 on us with no trade-in. U.S. Cellular.
Now is the perfect time to get a big deal on a brand new Honda. Honda is Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best value brand. That means deals on Pilot, on CRV, on HRV, on Accord, on Civic, and the rest of the Honda lineup. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get 3.9% APR financing on the Honda Pilot or HRV. But don't wait. For big deals on America's best brand, hurry into your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer today.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Operation Best Friend. Good Morning Northwest. Wednesdays from Windermere Group 1.
Good morning. We're starting off with temperatures below freezing in some locations. It's significantly colder than where we were at this time yesterday, so be sure to bundle up. And it will be a cooler day overall, but expect plenty of sunshine, which will be nice. 49 for your high in Toppenish, 48 in Yakima, 42 Cle Elum, 44 in Ellensburg, and 48 Sunnyside, 48 degrees in the Tri-Cities, 49 in Hermiston, 48 degrees in Prosser for your high, and we should top out around 47 in Dayton, 46 Walla Walla, 45 in Milton Freewater, and then into Pendleton we go, 47 degrees. We're tracking rain and snow that will impact your Wednesday and Thursday. We'll time it out for you and have your latest Valentine's Day forecast coming up. Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. And it's Mardi Gras season, and one woman in New Orleans says she's been blessed to celebrate the tradition for more than 10 decades. Josh Robertson checks in on the beloved centenarian in New Orleans, going strong at 104.
Like I said, you look younger, but they tell me you're 104, right?
104. It's a wonderful time. I hope you have as many birthdays.
We first introduced you to Mary Munez at last year's Iris Parade.
I'm still enjoying life. I'm still kicking, but not as high.
Now, another year older, Mary hasn't lost a step.
My daughter rides in Iris, and my grandson rides in Tux. So many of my dear friends are here, and it's so nice to see them all. The crowds are enormous everywhere. It's so good to see so many people out here.
If you walk along St. Charles in the Uptown Parade route, you may run into dozens of matriarchs who have a long-standing tradition of enjoying Carnival with multiple generations of family members. But you'd be hard-pressed to find one who's seen quite as many parades as Mary.
I grew up in the area just like 10 blocks away from here, so this was our area all the time.
If I can look and act and think as sharp as she does at 104, I am doing okay.
Leighton Jeremy is just one of the many family friends who have joined Mary on their parade route for years and says it's truly like being with royalty. He says being with loved ones is what Mardi Gras is all about.
Look at it. This is what gets us out here. It's a family. It's good, clean fun.
As Mary and her friends and family waited for Iris to roll, she told me she couldn't wait to see us again next year. But I couldn't let her go without asking, what's the secret?
I'm so very blessed. I pray a lot. That helps. Yes. And I'm loved and I give love, and it's very, very important.
We honestly look forward to it whenever she turns 105.
And coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, a surprising development in the case against the man who opened fire inside of a Richland Fred Meyer in 2022. Find out why he won't even stand trial coming up. And we'll break down this year's ballot, as today is the last day to turn it in for the special election. And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:58 on Tuesday, February 13th. Happy Tuesday. Let's check in right away on your weather forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, it's a lot colder out there than it was yesterday.
It certainly is, Jessica. You could feel it as soon as you step outside. Temperatures are running anywhere from 1 to about 21 degrees colder than we were